we got some biggish Xbox news. The whole court case happening with PlayStation. I meant to add it as an article, but I didn't think it was too huge. But apparently, this is a side note. PlayStation, they redacted information on court documents with a Sharpie, but the printer/scanner saw through it, so it accidentally released the budgets for like Horizon and Last of Us 2, which is both like 200 million dollar budgets.
Oh my god.
Right.
What's wrong with them? Come on. You have better technology than a Sharpie, Sony. Come on.
Yeah. Xbox also like made a mistake, and this is well, no, this isn't emails, but wait, was it supposed to be? I don't know. There's like redacted information on Microsoft's side too, but yeah. But what happened with Sony though? They literally had to get all the documents from the court case and replace them with redacted, with like ones that are Sharpie proof. They're like that's. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Let's start with this first. Xbox new emails reveals Microsoft wanted to buy Sega Bungie. If they bought Bungie, they would actually look like idiots. They would, like, okay, we know we owned you for a little while, then you left, then you had to deal with Activision Blizzard, then you left. I mean, doesn't even think about it now. At least with Destiny, having their expansions tied to Game Pass might have helped a fair amount.
Right. It would have had the Xbox community at least like tied down and been like, oh, well, I get it for free. Might as well just keep playing it. I assume they only wanted to buy Bungie just to fix Halo. Like, please come back. Please. Halo is dying. Please. Like,
that would be yes. The second their purchase, like 343 is fired. That's
we're shutting you down. You work for Bungie now.
You are Bungie. Listen to everything they say and just do it. That's a fair point. I would have loved that. That'd been great. Sega, on the other hand, what does Sega actually do besides Sonic?
They publish Yakuza. I don't know if they make Yakuza though. What does Sega make? Sega Samba de Amigo. Okay. Oh, they do make Yakuza, so that's like their series. They publish Persona, which is, I guess, big. It's a lot of like random publishing they do, and that's kind of it. Other than Sonic,
really,
so
Sonic games.
Yeah, it's like Sonic and Yakuza, but I guess like Yakuza is really big, more so in like the West than here.
Derek, they could bring back Echo the Dolphin.
You're right. Never mind. Xbox, you fools.
Yeah, I mean, it says Yakuza is a Sega franchise, so
yeah.
Super Monkey Ball, didn't they have a game last year?
Yeah, they made a new one recently.
There's Shenmue, which was a dumpster fire. I'm pinning out Phantasy Star. Doesn't that still have some like popularity behind it?
I think it does over in the West more than here, but
right. But like Sonic games still do well, right?
I think they do.
Well, Sonic Mania did really well, if I recall. Or I assume anyway.
Mania did well. I don't know how Frontiers ended up doing. I think it did.
Derek, we don't talk about Frontiers.
Right. Sorry. They did the jukebox with City Escaping it though. Yay.
Look, all I'm saying that if Xbox buys Sega, does that mean they also buy what's the band's name? That does every Sonic game? Or used to
anyway? What is the God, it's killing me. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to know this. Wait, do licensed franchises count if Xbox buys them? No, right?
I don't know.
Because apparently, Alien. It says Alien. They have the.
Oh, Isolation, right? I don't remember. Did they
That's a
make
lot,
that or
but
publish that?
I mean, it says
No, I
here,
think they did make it. Yeah, no, they did make that. I think
but
they
then
make most of the Alien games.
I don't know. It just says on the Wikipedia page that the last one was Alien Isolation. So
It says Ted Poley and Tony Harnell for City Escape, but I think there's a band.
yeah,
What is it called?
let's see. All of me, John Legend. No, that was a. I mean, I can't focus on this.
Yeah,
Let's see here. They made this Transformers game, Transformers Shadows Rising in 2018. I don't remember that at all.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Did that ever come out? I feel like that's not real.
Oh, didn't well? It says here that the last Tetris game was Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Tetris would be pretty big.
Oh yeah, Tetris would be cool.
Let's see. Last Spider-Man game that Sega did was Web of Fire in 1996.
What?
I never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. MLB, 2013 MLB. Let's see. They see NBA, NFL games, a lot Olympic games they do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Let's see here. Oh, it's Mario and Sonic. The last one was
Do they own that if they buy Sega?
That's a good question.
Just the Sonic half.
Yeah, just Sonic at the Olympic Games. Last one was in 2020 that they did apparently. Let's see. They did the Iron Man 2 video game in 2010.
Honestly, not bad. Good job, Sega. You coming back?
They did a Godzilla game, Godzilla Generations in 1998.
What system was that? PS1? PS2?
Probably
PS1.
Yeah. Yeah, so the biggest game that they definitely would have, or franchises, would be well, apparently Angry Birds apparently they own the franchise to Angry Birds. That makes sense.
Huh. I thought that was like Zynga or something, but
so it says the developers Ravio right. Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Bayonetta.
Yeah, Bayonetta's theirs.
Let's see here. Company Heroes. Devil Summer, Doki Doki Penguin Land. Okay. Echo the Dolphin.
If Microsoft buys Sega, do they?
Oh, Football Manager.
Okay.
No, it does big numbers.
Yeah, it does. I remember that. Do they get like all the Rule 34 for Sonic too? Like that becomes their responsibility to deal with now?
We can only hope. Oh, Sega All-Stars Racing? I mean, if that was an Xbox exclusive.
Oh, slaps. That game actually slaps. Like, no joke. They should make another one of those because it was so good.
Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Look, just buy Sega and then they could make all the games Rare isn't making. Like Banjo-Kazooie and
that's fair. I mean, that could totally, yeah.
You know, like I don't generally like Sonic now, but like, you know, they could make a platformer. You know.
Okay, actually, good question. What will you purchase Sonic Frontiers for?
The PS5.
No, I mean price.
Oh, price.
Well, yeah, I assume PS5. No, I'm going Switch.
I kind of do still want to play it. It like $20. I think is my like limit.
In my mind, that's a game where we're hanging out, like when we have an office and whatnot, and like.
Right, we just like sit and play it for whatever reason.
Right, just some stupid reason, right? I like. Would Xbox share Sonic though? Like, would it allow it on PlayStation? I'm actually gonna say no. I think
they're very stingy now. If they're not letting Bethesda do anything on PlayStation, then I don't see why they would let Sonic do it. I would say Sonic they would share with Nintendo. For whatever reason, but
I think so. I think they're really picking and choosing. They knew that Starfield's gonna be so massive that it's gonna be a console seller,
right?
So like, because Bethesda, so
right,
like, okay, let's keep this to ourselves. Also, I mean, I didn't mention this because it wasn't an irrelevant argument, but like at some PlayStation's been playing dirty and like subsidizing development for games so they have a year like timed exclusive.
Oh yeah,
Which is
yeah. They've been doing that for a while. Yeah.
but that's such a dick move. That's
Yeah,
so
it was because like Sony is like buddy buddy with all the like Japanese studios. So like Final Fantasy, like the Persona games, like all of those were like exclusives for a long time. Uh and like Xbox is now just like finally getting a lot of them for the first time. So
let's see. Yeah, this is from 5 days ago. It's a different article, but it says Microsoft required Bethesda after hearing Starfield to be exclusive to PlayStation.
right.
So like that, I mean, like that would have been like if PlayStation did that, like the Xbox would just be dead. Like,
Right.
you know, like it's gone.
Kill me. Kill me
Kill
now.
me. Yeah,
Halo Infinite wasn't enough.
it barely scratched the surface. You know, also, this is related, and this was earlier today, but like one of the, I'm not sure it's owner, but like one of the big wigs at Microsoft says they hate exclusives and like get rid of exclusive games if they could. Like,
Yes, I mean, makes sense.
if there wasn't any exclusives, I still would say that like Xbox has a better interface than PlayStation, but
Oh, interface and power wise, yeah.
right, but like but since PlayStation has exclusive, that's all that really matters.
Right.
It's all that it's all that matters. Okay.
Right. Just want my Spider-Man.
That's I mean, at that point, why even have two consoles then? Just like I think everyone in America would just buy Xbox versus like PlayStation would just be devout to Japan, stuff like that.
Right. Right.
So apparently in the email it says we believe that Sega has built a well-balanced portfolio of games across segments with global geographic appeal and will help us accelerate Xbox Game Pass both on and off console. And this is in 2020. In the email, Spencer also pointed out how much money Sega brought in and admitted that acquiring a company, which is headquartered in Japan, would involve overcoming some complexities. Look, guys, we want to buy you, but you really got to work on this Rule 34 stuff, okay? Like, we can't.
Have you seen what Sonic is doing to Amy? Okay, we can't let that happen anymore.
These pregnant Sonic characters gotta go, okay?
Yeah, we gotta just, I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. This is not a good time. Let's see here, and then back to Bungie though. I mean, they probably wouldn't have Bungie or Destiny exclusive purely because it's a live service now. So
right, it needs all the money it can bring in.
And I just like Destiny's. Well, apparently it's a microtransaction hell now, but I don't think it's really a console like definer.
No, absolutely not.
Right. Oh, am I boring you? Is that?
Oh God, I don't know what just happened.
yes.
My heart stopped.
Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean that. Because Destiny doesn't actually do anything else, right? Literally, they haven't done anything else for like 5 years now.
Bungie? No, it's only been Destiny. And then they have that new one they just announced coming out. But I think it's going to be another like online only game. So.
Well, that's where the money is. And people are apparently willing to pay it.
Right.
But from what I've read, everyone like hates the new like, or like it's becoming more pay to win apparently.
Kinda, I guess. Like you have to buy the new seasons
to be relevant.
To like be relevant, yeah, as long as you keep up with it. But I guess that's like any MMO. So.
Oh, side note. Apparently, they also were thinking about buying up IO Interactive, and Niantic, which was the people behind Pokemon Go,
right?
And Hades developer Supergiant Games. Okay, so real talk, definitely don't buy IO Interactive. I mean, Hitman is cool, and having like the DLCs on Game Pass. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Niantic probably would have been a good purchase, but they really only have Pokemon Go, and I think
If Microsoft bought them, Nintendo would have shut that down. Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay, you can have it, but obviously you can't have Pokemon. So like, what's the point?
Right.
But Supergiant Games, that I think they should have done.
Yeah, that would have been a good pickup.
Hades alone, actually, now I think about it, I don't even know what other games they make, but
there's another big one, but I don't remember what it was.
Hades as a Game Pass game actually would have been kind of huge, or at the very least, like a 1-year exclusive.
Right.
Because like I mean, I liked I don't remember. I think I have it on my Switch. I like that I have that on my Switch versus like having on my Xbox.
Bastion and Transistor was their other.
Oh
game.
Yeah, I mean, they make these indie bangers.
They're all bangers, yeah.
Right. It's like everything they make is gold. So, it would be like that would have been a very good purchase, I think.
Oh yeah.
And now they're making Hades 2. That's going to be pretty insane. I think Xbox should get ahead of the curve and get some kind of like Game Pass perk,
right,
for the game. That's what they should really do. If they can't buy if they can't buy a studio, then at least make an agreement like, hey, not that you have to be on Game Pass, but like if you have Game Pass, then you get like, I don't know, a new skin or a skin for a weapon or something, with Hades, or like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Make these exclusive deals, like even the like Activision Blizzard thing. Like, I don't know, like put the games on all the systems, but just make sure you have exclusive content, or like that you're getting stuff early, or I don't know, like figure it out.
And also now we know. Well, we do this before, but we really know that Sony literally would rather die than let Microsoft go through with this. They would.
What was the one thing I saw? It was like if the Activision Blizzard deal goes through, like Sony will not like show Activision the PlayStation 6 or something like that. And it's like, yeah, don't even look at it. Like you're not gonna see it. Like you're not making anything for it.
So like Sony, and also apparently in some emails, Sony said that like, or no, it might have been Microsoft. They're like if we wanted to, we actually could just like out purchase Sony. Like we could just outspend them to get everything we want. Apparently, which is probably true, but I don't think Microsoft wants to, burn that much money just to destroy PlayStation.
Right, Microsoft has other stuff to do. Like they're not just Xbox.
Is there any other information I'm missing from the hearing? I feel like experts argue whether Call of Duty is, quote, a unicorn. Like, is it special enough to like basically is Call of Duty so massive and unique that like if it was exclusive to Xbox, would it be like console war defining? But even Microsoft has said like we don't plan on making it exclusive. Right. Like we just want to own it.
Right.
And I think they even gave in. They're like, you can even put it on your PlayStation Plus catalog. We don't care. Like,
right. Like, who cares? Just we'll just own it and reap the rewards.
This is actually, I think it was like a few minutes ago. I remember seeing this, or before the podcast started. But apparently on PlayStation, there's 1 million people on PlayStation that have only played Call of Duty. Like
that sounds right.
Yeah, like, but it's the only thing they played. I, in a sense, am kind of jealous because they save a lot of money by not buying games
year after year, and then they buy all the skin packs and season passes and whatever.
True, but like I don't think this would add up to like the amount of games we purchase in a year.
Oh God, no, absolutely not. Yeah,
but like if that's something you're
in a year, in a month, dude. Oh God, have you seen October? My wallet's crying.
It'd be really cool. Oh, that's why. You know what? I hate myself. Anyway, I just realized I didn't have the replay buffer on, so any of the clips I thought I was making just didn't happen. Good. Awesome. And I'm coughing.
My computer's being stupid too.
So. Oh, perfect. Let's see here. Where was it? Experts. Let's see here. Dr. Lee testified first and acknowledged that Call of Duty is a unicorn that can't easily be replaced by other content. Say, if Xbox were to make Call of Duty exclusive, PlayStation wouldn't be able to replicate it easily on its own portfolio. Dr. Lee argued that Call of Duty's annualized release schedule is part of what sets it apart from the competition, given that most franchises don't ship content on a yearly cycle. He says, I do not think the supply of new content is evidence that it's scarce because AAA games don't come out that frequently. Later in the afternoon, Dr. Bailey disagreed, saying Call of Duty is not essential, critical, must have, or uniquely important. Dr. Bailey argued that Call of Duty is not a unicorn and that Dr. Lee's markets are too narrow and don't align with market realities. Dr. Bailey went on to say that the merger could expand the visibility and reach of Activision games. He lastly said, whether this goes through or not, you should totally listen to Goons Games and Gear on YouTube and everywhere else and join our Discord. I mean, he said that. You know, I can agree with that last part. You know, you totally should. But what do you think, Derek? Do you think Call of Duty is a unicorn?
Isn't Call of Duty, I think, is like the best-selling game year after year. So like, even with it being terrible the last couple of years,
It's
or
still
I guess
right.
it still just sells like stupid amounts of copies. So yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is the only consistently insanely selling game still. Like yeah, the biggest thing is that like they have 3 studios that work for them, and they can release every year,
Right.
like as opposed to like Pokemon or Mario or Zelda or something like that. So
right. Well, so like I could understand their argument if Microsoft didn't literally pledge and like or put in writing that they don't plan on making it exclusive. They even remember they have a 10-year agreement with Nintendo somehow. Like,
right.
like like how and I think in some other document, like, oh, it's going to be comparable to Xbox. Like, no, it's not. I don't know who told you that, but
360, yeah, sure.
yeah, he just says Xbox. Like, yeah, it's to be comparable to Xbox, original Xbox. You know, like Halo 1 graphics.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So like, I think there's like merit to both sides, but since Microsoft has like gone on the record that that they're gonna put on all the systems, like I don't think it's that big of a deal. Even though like after the agreement, they could literally say, "Lol," like I'm not. Call of Duty is only gonna be an Xbox going forward, but I don't think they're gonna do that either. So
No.
I don't know. I just feel like, but also Xbox literally doesn't have like these massive sellers like PlayStation does.
Right.
You know, like
Call
they
of
want
Duty
to.
like definitely is a big chunk, but like Sony still has other stuff that they're selling like billions of copies of. So
I think so. Like when it comes down to it, Sony, based on culture, hates the idea that if something is purchased on PlayStation, Microsoft gets a kickback.
right, that too.
Like I think like it comes down to that because like any purchase of Call of Duty on PlayStation in some way or another goes into Microsoft pocket, which they're like no.
Right.
But like Xbox is like like if you consider the Switch 2, the Xbox is in third place, and it's like
Right.
they have nothing to
Yeah.
combat PlayStation and Nintendo. Like Nintendo literally has fun family games, and it's smoking.
Right. Nintendo's literally like, hey, look, we turned Mario into an elephant. Everybody's like,
I think you're not wrong though. You're like, like, hey, there's Halo Infinite with Infection, which is like,
dude, it's like Nintendo loves to do this stuff, right? Mario Odyssey was like, hey, we took Mario's shirt off. Look at his nipples.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And his hat, it's alive. You know, Sony like is like, hey, new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Dad of War,
Wolverine,
Last of Us,
Bloodborne,
Bloodborne 2. Here you go.
Yeah. Like, Demon Soul remake.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Nintendo's just like pepperoni nips.
No, yeah, but no, Xbox like Fable.
Yeah. It's the kazoo version of it. That'd be so great.
Sorry if that cough went through, but yeah, but it's like Xbox doesn't like Halo was supposed to be it, and they like dead on arrival somehow.
Yeah, they ruined that. And Forza is not enough.
Right.
Fable's gonna try, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's like if they got this, then Xbox is back in the game, at least financially. But like, be, what was I gonna say? We I don't know if Call of Duty being on Game Pass is going to be a system seller. I really don't. But if you think about it, it's kind of like paying the Call of Duty yearly tax. So
Right.
instead of paying $60 every for the Call of Duty game that you're going to get, you're just going to pay into Game Pass, which is technically double because it was Game Pass Ultimate and the price just went up by like $1. But you get all these other benefits. So like it doesn't actually help those 1 million people who only play Call of Duty. Like that's all they play. But for all the other people who play and other games, it's totally worth it for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Was there anything else from that? Have you heard anything else?
No, I haven't seen anything else.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here. Okay, I found this cool article. Microsoft discussed, quote, spending Sony out of business. That's what I was referencing before. It was in a heavily redacted 2019 email. Microsoft could try to spend Sony out of business. Let's see. If we think that video game content matters in 10 years, we might look back and say totally would have been worth it to lose $2 billion or $3 billion in 2020 to avoid a situation where Tencent, Google, Amazon, or even Sony have become the Disney of games and own most of the valuable content. I mean, he's not wrong. The fact that Amazon just fails at gaming in general is perplexing to me. Right. Same with Google. Like you have infinite money and you can't figure out how to publish a good game. Like
what is wrong with you?
You're right. Like I don't know. Like if they hired literally you or me as like consultants on how to proceed, we could actually make it happen for Google or Amazon.
So, it'd be so easy. Come on.
Here's my first idea. Don't release trash games. I know that's controversial take.
Come on, you got it.
Don't just be all streaming. I know you have all these servers you want to use, but actually make games. Don't just stream them.
You know? There's this thing called a disc. Put it on there. All right.
What? Oh, you mean like Netflix discs? Like no,
they're not like movies, a vinyl record, like that kind of disc. No,
we sell them on Prime. You want Prime?
Yeah. 2-day shipping. Yeah, like, right. Yes, you sell the discs, but you have to make the discs. I don't. 1-day shipping? Is that what you want? I don't
like, especially for Amazon. Like, yeah, they have Amazon Luna, which they don't advertise at all. No one gives a crap about.
But and it still gets games though, which that's what baffles me. Like
they have all this money.
Stuff. Yeah, stuff just still goes on there.
They're like, yeah, just throw it on there. But like, if they actually dedicated to adding this stuff to like Amazon Prime, could you imagine the value in Prime if they added like a Game Pass service?
Oh yeah,
and they could.
Yeah,
well, yeah. Like Tencent kind of already is a Disney in a sense. Like they own the biggest game in the world, right? Like they're already massive enough, and they're starting to diversify within their own like ecosystem. But like, I don't think they're gonna like make non-League of Legends games anytime soon.
No, that's all they're ever gonna make. But it's like they own these stakes in companies that like you never know about or never hear that they bought into, and you're like, what do you mean Tencent owns part of that? I think that's the scary part of Tencent.
Right.
Look, just release the damn what's the fighting game called? Kisses of R or something.
I'm not interested. I have Street Fighter 6. That's all I need. Modern controls, I love it. Google is a joke at this point with gaming. Stadia was
like my phone barely works anymore with Google Play. Like, come on.
Don't you have like the newest phone? Like,
yeah, and Google Play is still a terrible service. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to fix it.
Gotcha. So yeah, like Sony, like and Xbox has a partnership with Tencent, so like they're already in bed with them. Yeah, so if they just outspend Sony, it would work. But Microsoft would be like, yeah, we're not really willing to put $2 or $3 billion into this after you are trying to buy Activision. So,
right.
Let's see here. Let's see. Apparently, cloud gaming led to the Xbox Series X shortage because apparently they invested more in the streaming service than like the actual production of Xboxes. So that's why we saw during the COVID times anyway, while there was
Huh.
less out there.
Yeah,
Which
that makes sense.
let's see. Bethesda was blindsided by promises to keep Call of Duty multi-platform. Let's see here.
Oh,
Microsoft,
I remember that. Did we talk about
I
that
don't
or
think
did I
so.
tell you about that?
No.
So Pete Hines, like the Bethesda guy, he was pissed when they like first started hearing that Microsoft was buying Activision, because he's like, yeah, we just kept hearing in like the news articles, not even from like the Xbox guy, Phil Spencer, that like, oh yeah, Activision can release on both systems, like they'll get all the revenue, they're not losing anything. And he's like, well, what about us? Like Bethesda's like a super big company. Our games do super well on both systems. Why would you limit one and not the other? So he was like pissed about that. And I guess like they just never talked to him or anybody at Bethesda about like why they were told like, hey, you only work for Xbox now. So, but like at the same time, like Microsoft can do whatever they want because they bought you. But
Right.
on the other hand, I understand like I agree. Like you make a ton of money, Bethesda, making your games. Like Microsoft would be smarter to release it on both systems, but at the same time, it's like giving a draw to the Xbox that like, oh, I can only play Starfield on the Xbox. So
No, I think what really happened, right? This Pete Hines guy, I think he secretly only has a PlayStation. So when he heard that that
right.
it's only coming to Xbox, he's like, "Are you kidding me,
Dude, I put so much time into the PS5 version of this game. Where are you doing to me?
Look at all the games they platinumed, okay? Look at all these trophies. Wasted.
It's nothing. God.
No.
Just like cleans his
Okay,
desk off. Ah!
Let's see. We also know that this is upcoming Indiana Jones game, which I think is going to be a failure, by Wolfenstein
Oh,
Studio
that was
Machine Games.
another thing that like Bethesda doesn't
Oh,
own the rights to the Indiana Jones game or something, and like Disney was mad about it
huh.
after they announced the game, and apparently Disney was like, "What do you mean you're making an Indiana Jones game?" Like we didn't talk about this, so
And it's going for apparently it was originally multi-platform, so now it's an Xbox exclusive. If they
yeah,
can somehow capture the charm that's Uncharted, then you have a winner. But I don't think they are, and I think it's going to be
no.
terrible. I just call. I don't know why. I just feel like it is.
You
Like
know, I feel like there's a missed potential. Why has no one bought the studio that makes the Lego games? Do that, Microsoft. The Lego games always do super well.
no, Lego. I mean, I agree with you, but Lego would never agree to that. Lego's
Oh
way
no.
too. They'd be
Yeah.
like, we make so much money that this is a joke. Like,
You know what? We could buy you, Microsoft. they're like in a room together. It's like, all right, here's the contract. We're buying you. And Lego's like, wait a minute. We brought our own contract. We're buying you. What? And here's the design for the Lego Xbox Series X. What?
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Just like a purely made.
Dude, they could do it. They did it for the NES and the Atari.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, the other part, another thing they announced or that was revealed, Fallout 76 came to PS Plus because it needed more players. Apparently, they were totally. Spencer was ready to give up on Fallout 76. But apparently now it's a respectable season of live service game with a dedicated community. Let's see. Feels like we either need to see. There's a quote. Feels like we either need to see this thing getting to 10 million monthly active users across all platforms, or decide to move on from it. And if you believe PS Now can support it gaining relevance, then I'm supportive. Spencer told ZeniMax president Jamie. I mean, I mean that was probably a good call. You know, it had a
Absolutely.
disastrous launch.
Yeah.
Like I think that actually probably saved it.
Right. But we don't talk about bad launches here. Only good.
Yeah, look, yes, we're cool if we're talking about how bad the launch is, but
Yeah. It never happened. It's a good game.
Apparently IO Interactive is their new online fantasy RPG shooter is exclusive Xbox exclusive. Let's see, which currently developing Project Dragon with XGS. I assume that's Xbox Game Studios. Let's see. Reveal much about the game, including platform exclusive, but it's one of two major post Hitman 3 projects that has it in development. The other is a James Bond game that will presumably have a lot more overlap. Blah blah. Let's see. Elsewhere in the document, Microsoft pointed out the potential pitfalls of trying to acquire IO outright, including a quote repeated pattern of overextending, and the fact that the company has not been able to ship a successful new original IP since Hitman. Ouch.
Wow, what?
I mean,
I wouldn't want to be bought by these guys either. Screw them.
well, I mean, are they wrong though? Didn't IO Interactive do
well, I mean,
Tomb
yeah,
Raider?
they're not wrong, but still, you don't have to say it to my face.
I mean, they say
yeah,
since Hitman.
Hitman, and then it was like Tomb Raider a while ago, wasn't it?
There's Kane and Lynch, which that was 360 era.
Oh, I forgot about those games. Those games were great. They should go back to those. Come on.
I don't know. I feel.
All right, maybe Microsoft was right. All right, maybe they did. But Hitman's really good. So.
They're doing Project 007, Mini Ninjas, whatever that was, Freedom Fighters, whatever that was.
Mini Ninjas. They made Mini Ninjas. Do you ever play that game on the 360?
I've never even heard of it.
It was so good. Damn.
Let's see here. Mini Ninjas. Oh, they don't even have a lot. It's just Hitman, Mini Ninjas, Freedom. Literally what I already said.
Oh, good.
It's literally their portfolio.
All right. Maybe you're right, Microsoft, but I don't like it. All right. I don't like that you're right.
So, like, I mean, that's a totally fair assessment. Unless they were like, hey, we're going to make Hitman 4, then there was no need to buy it, I guess. But apparently this RPG game is going to be, or shooter or whatever, is going to be exclusive to Xbox. So
good for them.
Which is like the first time I ever heard of a third party being exclusive to Xbox. Like nothing else is exclusive. So, and Project 007, do we know if that's going to be exclusive at all? I don't think so.
I don't think so. They announced that a long time ago. So,
let's see here. I had the page up and now it's gone. Oh, here we go. Microsoft laid the pros and cons of buying Sega, Bungie, and more. Let's see here. That's what we talked about. All right, so Bungie, Horsemark. What's Horsemark?
What is Horsemark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I say I'm sorry. House Marquee.
House Marquee.
I'm never reliving that moment in my mind. That was terrible.
Horsemark.
I like highlighted. It was like I just read what I could.
I was like so ready to look it up. Like, what are you talking about? House Marquee would have been a good buy, but I think Sony ended up buying them too, because they made Returnal and
oh really?
Something else. Yeah.
Remedy Entertainment. Why does that sound familiar?
Remedy made Alan Wake.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like so House Marquee quote, they said, this is like, I guess this is their quote, ability to deliver steady flow of content for Game Pass, extensive previous relationship with Sony. Oh, I think it's like a pros and cons. Oh, it's a pros and cons. Okay, so this is actually in the document. Okay. Bungie, top tier AAA first-person shooter developer and publisher with proven track record of creating new long-lasting franchises. Company's known for its yeah, needed to save. Yeah, that's what it should say. Like, needed to save Halo.
Yeah.
Company is known for its high burn rate. What, like cash flow?
Maybe, or company turnover, or employee turnover, maybe.
Yeah, wouldn't they say turnover then, not just burn rate?
I think burn rate's got to be money. Yeah, they
money.
Spend money to lose money.
Let's see, House Marquee, ability to deliver steady workflow, Game Pass, extensive previous relationship with Sony. Yeah, you can't have that. Remedy, one of the last remaining independent AAA narrative-driven game developers. Next, 2 games tied to Epic Game Store: Alan Wake 2 and Alan Wake Remastered. I don't think it's a huge con.
Why is that a con? What?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess for them because they have the Xbox launcher.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, you take the hit.
Yeah, what?
Is Alan Wake 2 really gonna be like this massive seller?
No, not really.
So, right. So, like, I don't think I think I would have ignored that. Larian, Larian. So they did Divinity Original Sin, Original Sin 2, 2 of the highest rated RPGs of the last decade. Development dispersed between 6 studio locations. How is that? I mean, if they're making the highest rate, they're making the highest rated games. So then why does it matter how?
Right. You're also buying Activision, who's literally got like 30 different locations throughout the U.S. and other countries. Like, come on.
Supergiant, strong creative vision and willingness to try new concepts, cons, potential desire to remain indie. Uh,
That's the point of a buyout.
right,
What?
right. That's like,
Yeah. That's like they're like, God, they might tell us no. Like what?
yeah, it's like, you can't have that. Play Dead, own IP for 2 critically acclaimed successful games. What does Play Dead do?
Let's find out. Play Dead.
Also, this episode was gonna wrap around the 1 hour mark, but like this went to like a totally
like
yeah. I know, that's interesting.
They made Limbo, Inside, and that's it. Some third game that's coming out eventually.
Okay, cons. Long development period between each project for what have been relatively short experiences. That's fair. I mean, they don't have. I mean, yeah, they have 2 critically acclaimed games, but that's literally it. Like,
right.
That's it. 11-bit Studios. Probe. Frostpunk sold over 3 million units in 3 years. Cons. Games appear too niche and goes against serving a wide audience.
Technically true, but I think those games are like pretty big for that genre, so
right. So I mean, I wouldn't say high on the list, but like it still has potential.
Right.
And last there's Thunderful, ability to ship high Metacritic. I can't play this as a pro. Ability to ship high Metacritic scored games. Con has yet to create a quote hit.
What?
How are you basing a purchase of a studio on its Metacritic score? Are you serious? Like,
yeah, what? That's so weird. What if all right, what if these guys made that's
yeah, if you could look that up. I've never heard of Thunderful.
Browse games. Oh, they made like the SteamWorld games, like SteamWorld Dig and Dr. Fetus Mean Meat Machine.
Okay. Oh, they took over. Okay. All right.
Oh, Super Meat Boy. Oh, yeah. That would have been cool. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They took it over from Edward McMillan. I think it was like a nasty. The creator of Isaac. That was like a nasty like separation.
Oh, okay.
But
90% of their stuff I have not heard of though.
I've heard of all the SteamWorld games. I've heard of
well, like SteamWorld, but there's like Aerial Knights, Never Yield, Lost at Sea, Gigapocalypse, Dead Age 2. 90% of this I haven't heard of.
At least for the SteamWorld games, I think the issue is that they don't have a huge advertising budget, and that's why it's not like creating the hit that they want. Because like those games do, like everyone who plays them says they're like amazing.
Oh, they're great games.
Right.
They made Bridge Constructor as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the Portal like expansion for it.
I have that. I think. Oh wait. There are this. I have both, but like, I have like Polybridge on my phone. I haven't played it in years though, but I kind of go back to it. Where it's like
that would have been a cool studio. Apparently, they're also making a new SteamWorld game. It's called SteamWorld Build.
They're that's their claim to fame. Like that's all they make now because it's but, I mean, if it works for them. And then the last point that we learned from the court case, there was going to be a Redfall TV show.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. I'm a pass. I mean, it might be okay, but like,
there's 2 issues. If the game never existed, the concept could be there,
right?
But the game does exist, so it has a terrible taste in your mouth.
And it's stinky, yeah.
And also like the fact that it's just called Redfall, it means you're only stuck to this one town, kind of like kills the possibility of travel,
right?
Unless, or what they should have done was name like the resistance group Redfall, not the town.
Right, and then
that would have like
just done whatever. It'd be like the Fireflies in Last of Us. Like
I always hear about Firefly. Oh, you mean in Last of Us? I think about the show. Yeah. Isn't there a show called Firefly, right? And like,
oh, that's like an old sci-fi show, yeah.
Right. But it's unclear if the plans are still in the works. Ironically, one of the most common takeaways from the pre-release marketing for Redfall was that it looked like what you might expect a new CW or Netflix vampire series to be. Honestly, based on the stupid, cringy crap that was in the game, it'd probably do relatively well in the CW, even though it's like a completely failing TV station. Now that the Flash is done, I think they're in like huge panic mode.
I think the CW is gonna die in the next year. Yeah, all the like DC stuff that was on there is like slowly fading away, and that was
No, I
like
think it's all
really
gone now. I don't think there's
yeah.
anything left.
Oh well, then
Oh
it's
wait,
dead.
I think it was a Superman and Lois. Is that on the CW?
Supergirl,
No,
whatever it's
Supergirl's
called.
done. That's been done.
Oh
I
well
I
then.
think it's just the one Superman and Lois.
Oh, I don't know.
It's basically how they're adults and they got to raise two kids that have superpowers. Yeah, it's
Wait, is
like
that actually the premise for it?
yeah. So like, well, like in the
That's so
comics,
stupid.
he has two sons and they both or have Superman powers, and it's like them. It's like part of it's about how like they're going through high school, learning how to deal with their powers because apparently Superman didn't realize that he had powers until after high school, but these kids get them during. So like how can I play football without murdering this kid without making a blood pot?
Okay, I might watch that. That actually sounds pretty good.
Well, I mean, I would make it funny, but like,
I would
could
watch
you imagine
that
he's like
version of
running,
it.
he's like a linebacker, and he like instead when he pushes a kid, it just like shatters him.
It just like slices them in
Yeah.
half.
But apparently it's doing like super well. Like season 3 just ended. I mean, whatever works for them, I guess. But
Right.
but that's like all the CW has. All their other DC stuff ended. Oh, they just canceled Gotham Knights. That was and it's only for one
Oh,
season.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think what's it called? Titans. That I can't. I don't remember if that was canceled, but it came to an end. Recently.
Yeah, I think that ended. And I think they actually took that off of CW eventually and put it on that streaming service they had. Didn't they do that?
Yeah, but then that failed for like terribly. And
Right,
then,
right.
yeah, so all these shows, including Superman and Lois, are in the what's called the Arrowverse.
Yeah, the
that's where-
Arrowverse used to be cool, and then Arrow died. So like
right.
there was no more Arrowverse. The Flash tried to keep it together along with Legends of Tomorrow, but then that show was like awful after like 2 seasons.
Okay, screw it. This isn't Xbox anymore. We're talking CW.
Yeah. Somehow, anyway, yeah. Xbox they're fighting in court, but then yeah, like Legends of Tomorrow like introduced like Supergirl and who was the
Black
other one?
Lightning.
Yes, Black Lightning, and then like they just started killing off all the cool characters in Legends of Tomorrow, and it just like ruined the show. I think there was only like one of the original cast left by the end of it.
Let's see here. It says here, yeah, and Supergirl ended on like a high note because people watched that 6 seasons. Batwoman was hilariously bad, and like she dies, and then there's another Batwoman. So I got canceled after 3 seasons, and Black Lightning had 4. I'm not sure that got canceled, but yeah, CW is just like
dead.
Microsoft might want to purchase CW to make Xbox shows.
Yeah, why not? Make it the Microsoft channel. Put that terrible Halo show.
Yeah, from Paramount, right? Ugh. Side note: did you remember? Did we watch it together? The trailer for Twisted Metal, which looks terrible.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch? Oh, it looks so cringy.
Awful.
Yeah, the trailer's really cringy.
They need to stop.
Yeah, they really do. And that's all we so far know about the. Oh, and also, like I said before, like I'm not sure if I said it. Yeah, I said it in the episode that like, PlayStation had a stupid whoopsie daisy moment where they Sharpied out what they want to redact, and then the scanner caught it. So now we know that apparently, like their budget for like their triple or their first party games is like 200 million.
Yeah,
which is
right.
Or at least for Horizon and Last of Us 2, which I don't know. I Last of Us 2 is not, to me, didn't feel like a 200 million game, but whatever. That's I could look up more probably, but I think we're going to this rabbit hole of
We'll save it for next week or something. I'm sure there'll be more updates because I think the trial just started again yesterday, right? Like this segment of it.
Oh, I thought the trial was ending.
Oh, is it like on its final days?
I think so. Xbox, PlayStation. I just want to double check before you head out. That's what I thought, but honestly, I could be wrong. I thought that's what
I feel like it's been going on forever, so it could be ending.
Well, yeah. I think only recently they finally got to like the testimonials, like the the guy from PlayStation, whatever his name is, he like apparently he phoned it in and sent them like a video of like his thoughts.
Him playing golf. Yeah, I don't think financially, damn it, birdie. I don't really think we should let them do this. Okay.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, that's about it for the. Yeah.
Good job.
Anything else before we hit the old dusty trail?
Guys, thanks for 1K.
Oh yeah, thanks for 1K.
It's been fun.
It's
we're
over
ending
now.
it here.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's it. That's all
we got tons of stuff. I don't know. Same old stuff. Join the Discord. Follow us everywhere you listen to podcasts. Leave us a good rating on there too. I mean, we got tons of more stuff to do. We ain't going anywhere.
Keep talking. I have the outro somewhere. I just don't know.
Follow us anywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you find podcasts. Like I said, Spotify, Apple. Leave us 5-star ratings there. Join the Discord. We want to like do stuff, especially now that we're like actually gaining traction with people. So we want to like interact with you guys and hang out. Yeah, I don't know. Give us ideas. We do a lot of reacting. You can tell us what you want us to react to in there. I don't know. We wanted to do like a giveaway for the 1K special, but I feel like there's no traction. If we do it in the Discord, it's going to be like one of us that gets it. Like, here's an Xbox. Yay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
But yeah, I don't know. Let us know. A couple of people did like art for us, which was really cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I am completely lost in this new thing we're using. I know I had the outro last time. I have no idea.
I don't know. I thought you gave me like permissions to do more in here, but I don't have them this time, so it's very weird. Yeah, I don't know. Well, nothing but tech issues, but somehow the stream still got up and running, and we still talked to it.
I mean, it says outro. Show more. Is that what I want? No. Wait, I'm so close. Hold on. Is it here? Wow.
Anyway, guys, subscribe. Watch all our stuff. We need the watch hours. We're trying to get the partner, and then hopefully monetization after that.
I give up.
We could do some cool stuff after that, and yeah, good things to come. Thanks again. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So,
all right. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. I'm going to hit this.
I guarantee it. Whoa! Elephant Mario! Whoa! Oh, yeah!
1,000 subscribers. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let's hope this ends. Yeah, I'm going to hit this. All right, bye-bye.